Hi, hello guys. This is Vijay, biology lecturer from iLabor Junior College. As you know that we have started our NEET series. Based on that, we are discussing about NEET biology and NEET chemistry. So today, in that category, we are going to discuss about Unit 2, NEET biology, biological classification, few example. Let us start now. Okay. Now, look at this next question, guys. Acetobacter and Bacillus polymyxae are the examples of. Here are four different options given. Let us see one by one. Pathogenic bacteria, decomposers, symbiotic nitrogen fixture, and a non-symbiotic nitrogen fixture. Let us see the right answer for this question. Okay. So, according to this question, you see 116. The right answer is option D. Let us see. Symbiosis, it is a mutually beneficial relationship. We have discussed earlier. It is an interaction between the two different individuals of two different species, and both have a mutual understanding between each other, and they could benefited with each other. Say for example, like rhizobium. Rhizobium is a bacteria which is associated with the root nodules of the leguminous plant, and this involves for the fixation of nitrogen for the plant, and the plant that could provide food for this food and shelter for this acetobacter. So this all, it's a kind of symbiotic mutually benefited relationship between these two different organisms. So right answer for this question is option D. Now let us go for the next question. What are the sex organs provided in some bacteria? Here are four different options given: sex, pili, plasmid, circular DNA, and gametes. So let us see the right answer for this question. Okay, first of all, let us talk about the sex pili. Pili, fimbriae, and flagella, these all are what, a small projection which is present outside of the cellular membrane, the outside membrane of the living organism. Say for example, like sex pili, these are the minute and non-flagellar hair-like structure which is protecting from the cell wall of many of these gram-negative bacteria, and there are few gram-positive bacteria as well. And this pili is made up of a protein called pilin. Like the flagella is made up of flagellin similarly, and they are used as a sex organ during the conjugation, the sexual reproduction method of this bacteria, and they also have the property of stickiness, whereby the bacteria tend to adhere on a substratum or a place where it has to be stand for. So according to this particular question, you see 117, option A is the right answer. Now let us go for the next question. Which type of DNA is found in bacteria? Circular free DNA, membrane bound DNA, straight DNA, and helical DNA. Let us see the right answer. So according to this particular question, 118, the right answer is option A. Bacterial cells, they do not have nucleus. So that already we know very well, because these organisms belongs to the category of prokaryotes. They do not have nuclear envelope and a proper nucleus, but nucleus like structure. And this nuclear material of the bacteria, which lies free in the cell in the form of an irregular, thin, fibrillar and cellular single molecule of DNA called nucleide. It is like an irregular shape, and it is also called as in the chromatin body. Okay, so according to this particular question, you see 118, option A is the right answer. Now let us go for the next question. Which one of the following statement about lichens are wrong? These are growing very rapidly, 2 centimeter per day, and they show fungal and algal symbiotic relationship. Some of its species are eaten by reindeers, and these are pollution indicators. So let us see the right answer for this question. So lichens are nothing but these are the symbiotic combination of the fungal as well as the algae. Yes, there are two different organisms. They are mutually interacted with each other, and they are sharing food and shelter for each other, and to form this entire organism called lichens. Now talking about 119, the right answer is option A. Yes, lichens, these are grown by the extending of their thallus, the body, outwards from the either tips or the edges. And usually the growth of these lichens are very slow, and the rate of the growth can be varying from 0.5 millimeter per year to 500 millimeter per year. And this slow growth rate that equates with their the entire life, the long life of these lichens. So the growth rate of the lichens are usually very slow as comparing to the other organism. So the right answer is option A. Now let us go for the next question. Mycorrhizae is correctly described as, here are 4 different options given: parasitic association between roots and some fungi, symbiotic relationship between fungi and roots of some higher plants, symbiosis of algae and fungi, relation of ants with the stem of some trees. So let us see the right answer for this question. So the right answer for this question is 120, option B. It is a symbiotic relationship between the higher level plants. Okay, the association between roots of the higher level plants, for example like pine, birch and fungal hyphae, which is called as mycorrhizae. This particular kind of the mode of nutrition is called symbiosism or symbiotic mode of nutrition. Here what happened, both the organisms are associated mutually and they were benefited mutually to each other. In this fungal hyphae, they involve for consuming of nutrition from the plant and in return increasing the surface area for the absorption of water and minerals that could be providing a beneficial effect for the plant. Okay, so the right answer for this particular question is option B. Now let us go for the next question. The tailed bacteriophages are, here are 4 different options given. Let us see one by one. Motile on the surface of bacteria, non-motile, motile on the surface of plant leaves, actively motile in water. Let us see the right answer for this question. So according to question number 121, yes, option A is the right answer. Let us see how it is. Okay, so the tailed bacteriophages, this is also called as T4 bacteriophage. Okay, it is a vector kind of virus that could causes the infection to the bacterial cell. And the tailed bacteriophages, which contain a hollow helical tail-like structure which serves as both the cell attachment organ and also as a tube that could facilitate the entry of the nucleic acid into the host cell. So through that the nucleic acid could be transferred to the host cell and that could occupy the host cell as a cell for the replication of this T4, I mean the bacteriophage. The tail that could consist of tail plate and the caudal fibers that could help for the adhering of the surface of this host cell. So the right answer for this question is option A. Now let us go for next question. Okay, a large number of organic compounds can be decomposed by, here are 4 different options are there. Let us see: Azotobacter, Hemolithotrophs, Mycoplasma and Pseudomonas. So let us see the right answer for this question. So according to this particular question, the right answer is option B. Yes, Hemolithotrophs. These organisms can drive the energy required for the growth from the oxidation of the inorganic compound, inorganic substances or inorganic chemicals. So these organisms are also called as hemolithotrophs. So the right answer for this question is option B. Now let us go for the next question. The black rust of wheat is a fungal disease caused by, here are 4 different options are there: Albuco candida, Puccinia graminis triticai, Melamspora linii and Claviceps purpureae. So let us see the right answer for this question. Okay, according to this question, option B is the right answer, Puccinia. So these Buccinia groups, you see, Buccinia graminis triticai, these organism belongs to the Basidiomycotina and that could causes the black rust of wheat. And this also called as the internal obligate parasite. It is found everywhere where the wheat plant is growing, and the teledospores of this particular fungus that could causes the rust, the stages of the teledospores formation, and they are also produced inside telidosori. These are produced from, and these telia form elongated dark brown to the black pustules on the surface of the stem and leaves of the wheat plant. So the right answer for this particular question is option B. Now let us go for the next question. Okay. TMV, tobacco mosaic virus. These genes are, here are 4 different options here. Let us see the right answer. Single stranded RNA, double stranded DNA, proteinase S, and double stranded RNA. Let us see the right answer for this question. Okay, TMV, it is popularly known as tobacco mosaic virus. Yes, according to this question, you see the genes, the shape of the gene now present in the tobacco mosaic virus. According to this particular question, option A is the right answer. Yes, this particular virus, you see, it is also a ribovirus, and that could contain the single stranded RNA. It was proved by the experiment done by Frankel that RNA is a genetic material in this particular virus that could carry out further genetic information. It does not contain any DNA, and it is also composed of 6% of RNA surrounded by a hollow cylindrical portion of the subunits. Double-stranded RNA is found in reovirus and tumor virus. So the right answer for this question is option A. Now let us talk about next question. Phylogenetic classification is one which is based on, here are 4 different options are there. Let us see. Overall similarities, utilitarian system, habits of plants, common evolutionary descent. Let us see the right answer for this question. So according to this 125, option D is the right answer. Let us see. Phylogenetic system of classification. So this kind of classification that could bring out the evolutionary relationship of the different organisms. And this classification came into the existence after acceptance of the doctrine of evolution and natural selection that was proposed by Charles Darwin in his book On the Origin of Species. Okay. So this particular classification is based on the evolutionary descent of a group of organisms, and the relationship were depicted through phylogram and cladogram. Okay. So according to this particular question, option D is the right answer. Now let us go for the next question. The protista, they have, here are 4 different options are there. Only free nucleic acid aggregates, membrane bound nucleoproteins lying embedded in the cytoplasm, gene containing nucleoproteins condensed together in loose mass, nucleoprotein in direct contact with the rest of the cell substance. Let us see the right answer for this question. So according to question number 126, the right answer for this question is option B. Let us see. Protista. This includes all the unicellular and colonical form of these eukaryotes, and except this green and red algae. They are broadly divided into 3 main categories like photosynthetic protista, slime molds, and protozoans. And these protistan cells are typically eukaryotic type of organism. They are having membrane bound organelles like mitochondria, Golgi bodies, endoplasmic reticulum, chloroplast, nucleus. And this here, the nucleus is well defined and it has a proper nuclear envelope. And these particular protistan can be a uninucleate, binucleate, or multinucleate. The genetic material is a linear DNA, and it is a well developed genetic material can be seen in the protista. So the right answer for this question is option B. It is an advanced type of organism than these prokaryotes. So the option B is the right answer. Now let us go for the next question. Organisms which fix atmospheric nitrogen in the soil fail under the category of bacteria, green algae, soil fungus or soil fungi, and mosses. Let us see the right answer for this question. So according to this question, option A is the right answer. Let us see. There are few free living bacteria which are able to pick up the dinitrogen from the soil atmosphere, and that could convert into the organic nitrogenous materials like amino acids. Best example is Azotobacter. Okay. Symbiotic nitrogen fixing bacteria of the particular genus Rhizobium that could occur in the root nodules of the leguminous plant. And these root nodules containing of symbiotic nitrogen bacteria that also occur in the Casuarina and Alnus. Leaf nodules containing such a bacteria that could be seen in Ardisia like species, and many cyanobacteria, blue-green algae that could fix the atmospheric nitrogen due to the presence of the heterosis. So the right answer for this question is option A. Now let us go for the next question. Okay, the next question is transduction in bacteria, which is mediated by. Here are 4 different options are there: plasmid vectors, phage vectors, cosmids, and F factors. Yes, let us see the right answer for this question. According to this question, no, question number 128, option B is the right answer. Let us see. In transduction, genetic material of one bacterial cell which is undergoing to the other bacterial cell by an agency or by an agent vector, that is called a bacteriophage, T4 phage. No, and these bacteriophages are also called as viruses. And these viruses are infecting the bacteria. And transduction was the first of all reported in Salmonella species by Ginter and Liedenberg in the year of 1952. And these particular phenomena used for gene mapping and also analysis in bacteria. So the right answer for this question is option B. Now let us go for the next question. Okay, a non-photosynthetic aerobic nitrogen fixing soil bacterium is, here are 4 different options are there: Rhizobium, Clostridium, Acidobacter, and Klebsiella. Let us see the right answer for this question. So according to question number 129, option C is the right answer. A non-photosynthetic aerobic nitrogen fixing soil bacteria, that is nothing but Acidobacter. Acidobacter is a free living bacteria, as we discussed earlier, and that are able to pick up dinitrogen from the soil, and that could fix us into organic nitrogenous material like amino acid. So the right answer for this question is option C. Regarding Acidobacter we have discussed earlier, few questions before. Now let us talk about next question. Mycorrhizae exhibits the phenomenon of parasitism, symbiosis, antagonism, and endemism. So let us see the right answer for this question. Yes, it's a very simple question. Mycorrhizae. Few questions before we have discussed about this in detail. Yes, these mycorrhizae making a symbiotic mode of the relationship with the higher level plants. So the right answer for this question is option B. Yes. So far, guys, that we have discussed a few examiner practice question from Unit 2 Biological Classification. And this video we will continue with one more video. Until then, thank you guys.